Hey guys, I decided I want to start planting my seeds for my tower garden. And I also decided I'm going to move my tower garden outside. I'm going to show you where I put it. And I'm not going to worry about the elements or the animals, at least not yet, because I've got a plan for that, okay? So I'm going to show you everything I'm going to do. I'll be honest with you, I had no idea what I was doing. I actually had to call the company because I didn't get instructions and find out what I was doing. So I've got them all lined up, because it tells you on what shelf, like what level to put them on and what to put where. So on the bottom, I'm going to start with, this is going to be the bottom of the tower. And this is stuff, you can tell I'm not really good at this. This is stuff that goes over top of the seeds. And then you'll water it, and then I'm going to sit it on the table outside. I'll show it to you, and we'll go from there, okay? So we're going to start. So I'm going to start with cucumbers first. And I have no idea what I'm doing, so I am going to just put a couple of seeds in each one of those little teeny holes. So hopefully I will have enough cucumbers for myself, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a farmer. That's the beauty of a tower garden. I don't need to be a farmer. So I think I'll just cut I was going to open the whole pack, but I think if I just do that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put, can you see? Yeah. So I'm just going to put, I think the best thing probably is shake them in my hand so I can see what they look like. Oh, you know what? Cucumber seeds are bigger than I thought. All right, so here's the cucumber seeds. Can you see that? Yeah. So I'm going to put like 3 seeds in each hole. I hope that's enough. And here's 2. Let me put 1 more in there. I don't know how many they send you, but I'm going to do 1 more. And then I'm going to go to the store and buy some extra seeds and do some other stuff too, because I want strawberries. And strawberries, anything that, oh yeah, you know what? They don't give you a whole lot. It looks like they just give you what you need. So I'm going to go ahead and 3 in that one, and then 2 of them I'll do 4. How's that? That way I use the whole thing up. Yep, all done. So I'm going to sit it there so I don't forget what it is, because trust me, I will forget. All right, next we're going to do our cherry tomatoes. And we have 2 kinds of tomatoes. I don't know what a Sillets tomato is, but it looks like a nice hothouse style tomato. Kind of excited. I've been on the kick lately of having like a TTB, which is, because I didn't have any lettuce. Okay, so here's the cherry tomatoes. Oh my gosh, look how tiny that is. And I'm just going to put just a few, I'm going to use the whole packet and put a few in each one of these holes. I don't know how many it's supposed to hold. We may have an abundance of tomatoes. We'll be having tomato soup. We'll be oh, you know what? With 2 kinds of tomatoes, tomato soup would be lovely. So I don't think I got them all. There we go. Let me just put them on here. They are so tiny. I don't know how they ever grow from this. This is amazing to me. All right. There we got those. Now we'll do our little hothouse looking tomatoes, and we'll see how big those are. This is really cool, isn't it? It's like a grown-up science experiment. And I've been here and they grow pretty fast. Oh, their seeds look the same. All right, I'm gonna just use all of them. I don't know. Does that sound right to you? It does to me. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a bunch in there, a bunch in there. And you put them in this foam. Well, maybe I won't use all of them because this seems like a lot. All right, that's all I'm going to use. I'm going to put the rest of these back, if I can get them out of the cracks of my finger, and put them back in the bag. So, now if they fall on the counter, that's okay. All right, so I'm getting them in there. If they fall on the counter, no worries, I can catch them. Although this countertop, hard to see them. All right. So that's good for now. So I got my tomatoes. Next I'm going to do some basil. Now I do have basil here, but it's almost done. And I'm probably going to leave my basil for this. I like my indoor. I need to replenish this. You can see they're all kind of biting the dust there. They're really ready for new planting there. But think about it. I started this in January and it's May, and I can't tell you how many times I've cut them and used them, cut them and used them, cut them and gave them away because there were so many. So this time okay, ooh, look at basil. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see in there? Yeah, you see that? Like little black dots. All right, the basil, we'll put a couple in there. Come on, pop out. A couple more in there. A couple more in there. Basil's good if I grow a lot of basil because I like basil. I find a ton of things to do with basil. I eat basil on my sandwiches with tomatoes, so I'm already growing my sandwiches right here. I'm going to start making my breads. So this is kale, Dino kale. Ooh, I like this. This is better than the curly kale to me. So if you can see inside there, they're black too. So we're going to go ahead and load these babies up. I don't know if it says how many you're supposed to use. I don't know. Oh, it does say 4 to 6 seeds. Holy mackerel. I wonder how bad that's going to be. 4 to 6 seeds? Look how tiny. I can't hardly even see them. How am I supposed to do 4 to 6 seeds? Well, all right, I'll just do a teeny bit there. They rolled into the holder. The birds are probably going to come and get that. I have to be careful about that. I don't want a bird or a squirrel to come and grab my seedlings. I could put these in the windowsill in the house, but that's too many. That's too many. Okay, so I probably put 8 in there. All right, so that's my kale. Next is my eggplant, bride eggplant. Oh my gosh, you know how good this is stuffed? Make a stuffing for the eggplant. It's going to be awesome. It reminds me of Japanese eggplant a little bit. All right, again, these seeds are so teeny weeny. This says 1 to 2 seeds. All right, you know what? I'm going to follow direction this time because I don't want to screw this up. I don't want to end up. All right, so it says 1 to 2. So I'm going to put 2. Look how itty bitty that is. I mean, gosh, if your hands are too big, you'll never find them. 1, 2. Let me get 2 more seeds. So you know that really, though, on the other hand, that's pretty good because that means that they'll last me. These seeds will last me for another growing. So that's always good. Can't wait to see how these come out. All right, and then we have my gourmet lettuce, which I'm really excited about. I might get more lettuces. I might get a couple more lettuces. Oh, I want to do celery too. I can do celery, and I'm definitely going to do strawberries. So I'll get some strawberry seeds. And you can actually just buy some seeds at the store to put in here. You don't have to order from the company. Not that I... Okay, and this one says 6 to 10 seeds. They are so tiny. Look at this. They're like an eyelash. Smaller than an eyelash, practically. All right, that looks about right. I think I'm just going to dump that in there. And I think I'm going to sprinkle these. We're just going to sprinkle, okay? Okay. Good. And let's do this one. All right. That middle didn't look like it got a lot. All right, so there's my lettuce. There's all that. Next step is you got to top it with this. I forgot what they called it. But whatever it is, you got to top it with it. All right. So I am going to use maybe see if I have a plastic spoon. Although it's all organic, it's not going to hurt me if I use a regular spoon. But I think that's what we'll end up doing. I know you can hear me, you just can't see me. Bear with me, I'm coming. Okay. So now we're going to take and fill the holes with this stuff. The silver nitrate or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Don't ask me. You'll probably be telling me what all this stuff is. So, there we go, there we go. And the seeds are going to break through. So, once the seeds break through, and you see a little seedling, and you see at the other end is going to be the roots. Once you see that, it says, then I can stick it in the tower. So I'll be honest with you, I'm sorry I didn't start this sooner. I've had the tower for a couple of weeks now. I'm disappointed I waited. I don't know. That happens with me. But as you can see, this stuff's going to last a long time because you're only using a little tiny bit. I'm packing it in. I hope that's okay. I'm packing it in. And I like this little tray that they came in so that I can keep my counter clean when I do this. Like I said, I'm no farmer. And so for me, this is city girl. This is the city girl aspect, although my dad was a country boy, and I did love going to the country to visit his family. But for the most part, I am a city girl. And now Austin, city girl in Austin. No, we're almost done. Then we're going to water it, and then we're going to take it outside together, okay? And we'll set it on the table. Ooh, the holes on this one are a little deeper. I guess I got to put more, okay? I mean, they're not marked which ones go where, so it doesn't really matter. But they got to be covered with this stuff. And then you don't soak it, but you do water it pretty good. So if I dropped any seeds in the tray, I don't know what they'll do in there. They'll probably just die off, I guess. The sun's pretty hot here in the morning. I'm using a morning sun. I should get about, from where this will be sitting, they should be getting about 4 hours of sunlight. I know it says 4 to 6, but I think they'll be okay with the amount of sunlight they're going to get back there. So I did say I had some concerns about deer, and I have some people tell me no, they don't have any issues with deer. I have other people telling me they put chicken wire around it to protect it if that's the case. So we'll see what happens. I do know I may move it inside. When I get the lights, I can move it in, and that'll be cool. So, okay, so there they are. Now we're going to water them. Just carefully pour it over the top. And just said that the rocks, those little, whatever those little things are, those are what should be wet. So I don't necessarily need to soak the spongy thing they're sitting in, whatever that thing is. But if you notice, I'm pouring very carefully because I don't want to make the tray soaked. And I'm going to do this probably, I'll probably guess I have to water it every day. I don't know. What do you people think? Got any farmers out there? What do you guys think? I could use a little instruction here. City Girl Garden. It's going to be awesome, man. I'm telling you. And then according to the directions, I just have to mess with this once a week for 15 minutes, check the pH. And of course I got to go out every day and eat my food once it starts to grow. I was just talking to a guy on the phone who said, I think he said within 3 weeks he was already eating lettuce, maybe 2. No, he had to be 3. There's no way he meant 2. I'm probably too excited, that's why. All right, so we're going to carry this outside. Let's see if I can take you with me on this. Okay, you're going to get a little shaky for a minute there, but bear with me, all right? So we're going to go ahead and carry this out. I got to be careful because I don't want this tray to, fall apart. Well, you know what? I'll carry it with 2 hands, and you're going to have to watch the plants for me. So you just watch them. And I'll take one and you take the other. How's that? Good, we're sharing the job. All right, awesome. Oh, look at that. My door closed on me. Okay, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. I don't want it to drop it. Okay. Ooh, there it is. There's my garden thing. All right, so they are gonna sit out here, and I will check on them every morning. I'm wondering if I should put the little signs under it. I probably will because I don't want them to blow away. We get strong wind back here. I don't want it to blow away. And here's my tower. And as you can see, if I step out in the lawn, I'll show you the tiny patio I have. See? That's it. That's my patio. Not very big. I'd turn my table sideways, which is fine. Nobody ever sits out here with me. But that's all I have. So as you can see, I've got the cups in here all ready to go. So all we have to do is break off each of those little things, put them in there, fill the base with water, and it'll go blub, 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 and the water shoots up through this little hole and floods down to the roots because it's in the air, it is not in the dirt. No dirt, no dirt. Okay, guys, just wanted to share with you my exciting day planting. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Bye. Come on, turn off.